What's up guys, got a video on my new gaming setup. This setup is recently updated and I think it's going to be fairly permanent, at least for the foreseeable future. I don't think I'm going to change around anything else anytime soon. So let's get started from left to right. First off, got your big water jug. Get one of these. Then you've got your creatine and your multivitamin, not mandatory. Then Audio-Technica studio quality headset. I think I paid like $130 or something for that. Get a studio, it's very important, a studio quality headset. Gaming headsets are bullshit. What you want to do, get a studio quality headset and a professional microphone, and trust me, it's worth the money. Get the mic on an arm. It is so amazing being able to do this. Trust me, it's fucking great. Then we've got the Razer Black Widow Ultimate, fairly old keyboard. It doesn't, the newer versions have more features and crazy RGB stuff. I think this is one of the first ones they made with the, if I can get this off, with the custom, let me put my finger on that so you can see it, with the custom orange switches that are actually quiet, they don't click. So yeah, I like that a lot. And another little modification, let me rip off one of these and see if it's got it on here. Yep, I've got O-rings on the backs of the keys here, so it actually dampens the sound even more. So, highly recommend that. Then, let me sit down for this. Get a lot of questions about this mouse. This is not a new mouse to the setup, but this is a Logitech G502, but it's a custom golden version for Paragon, which is a MOBA. It's actually pretty fucking awesome. People want to know, where did I get this? They can't find it. Well, I got that mouse from going to the Paragon event, which was last January, so over a year ago. And that is literally the only place you could have gotten this, is from Epic Games themselves. So I've got a very unique item here, which I think is pretty cool. And I actually went on Reddit and looked this up, because I'm going to tell you where this G502 came from, and that's the mouse, obviously. And you go down, and where is it? Yeah, here we go. The guy you got it from Epic Studios, the Paragon team. These mice are extremely rare and less than 200 worldwide. So I've got one, motherfucker. It's cool as shit. Next up, we've got the glorious gaming mouse pad. This is literally a 4-foot mouse pad. I think it's 5 feet actually. And this mouse pad, yeah, it goes from here to there and all the way back. So it's nice. It's really nice not having to run out of mic real estate room. Somebody Instagrammed me. But yeah, enjoying this a lot. Honestly, I really like this mouse pad. I know it seems ridiculous and stupid, but I highly recommend it. It really is cool not having to worry about running out of mouse space and also playing on a consistent surface all the time. You don't have to worry about you don't have to worry about that weird feeling where your wrist goes off the mouse pad. I don't know, it's nice. I can't really explain it other than anyone that's got one swears by it, trust me. Alright, where to go next? This is my table of bullshit. Things, if you notice certain things, things will happen with this. I've had some people send me some products. Got Cellucor, they sent me some stuff, so expect expect something with this in the future. They sent me all kinds of stuff. So yeah, that's fun. Here we've got the old bitch PC. This is the workhorse. It has seen better days. It's 680, pretty old. Pretty old stuff in there, but this is my render bitch PC. It doesn't even get an HD monitor. This monitor is literally potato. It was like the cheapest thing I could buy at Best Buy, and it was, I think, $40. So definitely, definitely not. Oh yeah, I missed the monitors here. This monitor is HP 23-inch bullshit, whatever. It's not even gonna focus. Who gives a fuck? This monitor, 23-inch HP, blah. This one, 23-inch HP, whatever. This one, however, is the, believe it or not, well, fuck. My camera likes to not focus. It is a Dell monitor, but it's actually really fucking sick. It's the Dell, I'll put it on the screen, I can't think of the name of it, but it is the Dell 24-inch 1440p monitor. And, it is frickin' badass. The reason why it's badass is because it is 23 inches. Now, some of you guys might think, 23 inches, isn't that a little small for a 1440p monitor? Because everybody's first instinct is, oh, 1440p, get a big monitor, right? Cool, bigger is better, right? No, not in my opinion. I would rather have a smaller 1440p monitor because that means you have higher pixel density and higher sharpness. And playing Overwatch, on this thing is fucking phenomenal. Everything is so crisp. It's unbelievable. And I'm such a PC master race guy now. So this monitor is 1440p at 24 inches. It's actually less. I think it's like 23.5. And it's 165 hertz. And when I go over to my 1080p side monitors, they just look blurry. Like nothing has changed, but my perception, it's all about, perception. And when you look at this and you look over this, you're like, how did I fucking look at this shit monitor for so long? So 1440p, 165 hertz, the PC master race is real. Let me get a drink of water real quick before we get to the main attraction. I've got hidden over here. The main attraction, which is quite obviously the real gaming hardware, the Xbox One and PS4, that are quite literally dusty. They are collecting dust. How fucking worthless are these things? Jesus fucking Christ. Dude, this Halo 5 machine, that's all it's ever been. Oh, and PS4, I did play Uncharted 4, that was actually pretty good. But still, dude, I have had a really hard time playing the fucking consoles. I actually had the Dishonored developers give me a free copy of Dishonored 2 because I guess they liked my stuff that I did for the first one. I did videos a long time ago. They gave me a free copy for the PS4, and I can't play it. Like, I feel shitty for them giving me a free code, and but I wish they would have given me a goddamn PC code. Fuck. I don't know why they gave me a PS4 one. That sounds so first world problem. Anyway. And then we got Titanfall, the Titanfall shit that they gave me, which was cool of them. Moving on, I got a keyboard from a company that will be reviewed at some point. Now on to the main attraction. Here we go. It's the, let me cut the lights off, because this thing is fucking sick. I went a little RGB tard. Oh, the monitors are on. That kind of ruins it, but I'm too lazy to cut that shit off. But here we go. The main attraction here. Yes, I did go a little RGB tard on this. The company who hooked me up with this is Digital Storm. I just realized I showed my address. Anyway, the company that sent me this was Digital Storm. They hooked me up. Which was pretty cool. I was kind of hesitant. If anyone's listened to the podcast, I was kind of hesitant talking about this because I didn't know if it was going to go through or not. But it did. So they hooked me up. And, man, gotta say, pretty happy thus far. It's not perfect, but the thing that is wrong is not really their fault. So, let's get into it. Let's get into the specs, because that's what you want to know about, right? Well, starting off, we have got the MSI, whatever the fuck motherboard. I'll put that in the video. I don't know what it's called, but it's pretty fucking legit. It's got some RGB lights that are adjustable. I'm just rocking red because why not? Then we've got 1000-watt power supply. We've got blinking RGB tard lights. And the coolest thing about these blinking RGB tard lights is that I've got a remote that allows me to change them. And I'm not going to do that because I kind of like what the setting I've got, but I can change them to all different colors, all different, you know, patterns and stuff. And you might be seeing them flicker. That's just due to my camera's refresh rate. And it, you know, I don't know if that's actually going to show up in the video, but anyway, we've got the GTX, if I can get it to show, GTX 1080Ti graphics card. We've got an i7-7700k processor being cooled by the Corsair, I believe H115i, the big one. I think that's 280 millimeter, if that's right. I guess that's all the shit that people care about. Rocking on, you can't see the SSDs, they're on the other side, but got a 480 gigabyte SSD and a 6 terabyte data drive. And I've got my RGB set up to be black and green. And you can adjust the Corsair one. I set that to green to match the graphics card. And the red from the motherboard, set this to red to match that. You know, nothing too crazy with that. Now, the only downside with my new rig, and it's not anybody's fault other than maybe Nvidia's, is you hear that noise? You might be hearing it. I have got some coil whine. Now, this is pretty much RNG, whether you get this or not. But I'll be really quiet here. You kind of hear that? Now, I've got a very interesting case of coil whine. The coil whine happens when the transistors inside the graphics card vibrate and make this high-pitched noise. And that noise is based off of the load that the graphics card is under. Now, what happens with most people is that they don't hear this noise unless their card is working really hard. For me, however, this noise only occurs when I'm basically idle. So when I actually start playing games, that noise goes away, which is very interesting. But that's the only downside with the new rig. Big shout out to Digital Storm for hooking me up. Everything, dude, I gotta say, man, you know, building like this last PC, you know, I built that, whatever. I put some new shit in there and, I don't know, I Frankensteined the fuck out of this one over here. But I gotta say, man, it's pretty convenient just having something show up and it, you know, working and not having to troubleshoot. An RMA, bad RAM, and man, my last build was a disaster. I had a faulty motherboard and faulty RAM. Like, what shit luck is that? Oh, and before you motherfuckers, listen, dude, I swear to God, this was organized. This was, well, reasonably organized at one point. Not that long ago, like literally like 2 weeks ago, I went in and straightened all this shit out, and the cable goblin came by and just fucked it all up in the middle of the night. The cable fairy or whoever just came in and just fucked all this shit up. And the worst part is I need all this. All of this stuff is absolutely mandatory for my double PC setup here. So and yes, I need a vacuum too. I am a mostly single male and it's not really a fucking priority. So, get over it. In terms of benchmarks, I haven't done too many benchmarks on this rig. The one I've been doing recently is Time Spy, which is 3D Mark, I believe. Yeah, 3D Mark Time Spy. You can get it on Steam. It's a free benchmark. And I scored 85-89. Now, the thing holding me back the most on this benchmark is my processor. The i7-7700k is a great gaming processor, but it is not a good synthetic benchmark processor. You know, the Ryzen processor would make my score go way up, But the thing is that gaming is not a synthetic benchmark, and the 7700K is the best gaming processor out right now, because games are all about that single core performance, but synthetic benchmarks are all about having lots of cores, but still managed to score better than 93% of everyone else that does benchmarks on this website, and scored quite ahead of their version of a 4K gaming PC, their version of a gaming laptop, which I more than doubled. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Decent website. I was running my processor a little bit under what I normally run it. I've normally had it at 5 gigahertz, but I ran it at 4.8 was my clock speed. And the reason I did that was temperatures, not because my temperatures were crazy high at 5 gigahertz, but because I do have pretty crazy cooling in this bad boy over here. But my temperatures are so low at 4.8. They are so fucking low. So I think I'm gonna rock 4.8 because, dude, they're so fucking low. When I mean low, like 60, at like 100% low, they're fucking low. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the gaming setup. Here's I'll show the full room because I think that's kind of valid. Now, pretty happy with my my little nerd cave here with the posters and the YouTube 100K and that big ass box and my weights that I've been getting a lot of use out of, make some gains. And last but not least, we gotta talk about this t-shirt, man. I'm a fan of this t-shirt. They did a good job with this shit. It makes me look fucking jacked, man. It makes me look fucking jacked. So good job with the sleeves on this. You know, you're really, making the illusion look good. So whoever came up with the proportions on the shirts did a damn good job. So that's the gaming setup. Hope you guys enjoy it. I think everything is going to remain the same for the foreseeable future. I don't think I'm going to change anything anytime soon because I don't want to spend any more money on keyboards or anything like that. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you next time. Have a good one.